Uncle Joey here, May 1st, fucking Monday. And I love when the month starts on a Monday because you get like a fucking second chance, you know? You're like, okay, my April, I fucked it up. I got high. I didn't go to my sister's wedding. You know, listen, man, fuck-ups, they are what they are. And you fuck up, you acknowledge it, and you move on, then you start all over again. Trust me, this is from a guy who started 80 fucking times over again. That was just in 98. You know what I'm saying? So give me a fucking break here. It was a great week. We got a great week coming up. Tremendous comes out tomorrow. Listen, guys, I'm happy. I'm happy that it's over. I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of dwelling in it. And listen, it's in God's hands now. That's it. I did my job. I promoted what I could. I did what I had to do. I put my heart out there, and we move the fuck on to the next motherfucking mindfuck. Speaking of mindfucks, and I say this in quotations, I do not have anything against the transgender community at all. At all. They're growing. People want to do it. Who the fuck am I to stop them? That's why you do it. That's why you move to America. You want to turn into something, especially now that you can identify as anything you want. I could wake up tomorrow and identify as an Asian man. You know, you got to run with it. That's the way of the world, guys. And if you're using it, fucking use it to your advantage. A lot of people have been talking about this. I didn't say nothing about it. I have nothing against the transgender community whatsoever. You know, whatever people, I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting here in New Jersey getting rained on. You think I'm over here hating on anybody? The biggest thing that's happened lately is this Bud Light thing. And let's chit-chat about this. Again, when I think of Bud Light, Budweiser, Ford,
Anheuser-Busch is the company.
Anheuser-Busch, when I think of Anheuser-Busch and I see those Clydesdales, and I think about Ford, and this is as an immigrant, this is a Cuban guy that came here in 1966. Let me just tell you my opinion. When I see Swanson's TV dinners, you know, when I see McDonald's.
It's America.
Yeah, Swanson's TV dinner, it's America, guys. It's as American as can be, okay? We all ate that Swanson's TV dinner. We shit blood for 3 weeks, the little hot apple pie in the middle that you had to release it first. And if you didn't, and the brownie, if you didn't, you didn't grow up poor, or you didn't fucking, you know, it's never too late. You want a dose of reality, go get yourself a Swanson's Hungry Man fucking dinner, roast beef, no, the turkey with the stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and they used to be like a fish. You would turn green after you ate it. But it didn't matter. You weren't going to get the flu that year. Yeah. You know, Swanson's, Ford, Chevrolet, you know, Cadillac. When I think of Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, and all this, I think of America like just in the earliest, this is it. Like, this is American. It's never going to change. It's never going to, this is the recipe, Coca-Cola. You know, these things are as American as fucking apple pie, baseball. These are things that are ingrained in people's fucking, you know, we all hold something. Everybody hates something, but everybody likes McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? I went to McDonald's a couple of weeks ago for a quarter cheese, whatever the fuck they were. I was fucking starving. And I'll tell you something, that quarter pound tasted fucking delicious. I didn't go back the next day. I didn't go back the next week. I was in a pinch. And there's nothing wrong with a nice quarter pounder with a Coke Zero, with a lot of ice. God damn. But again, it's a treat for everybody. We're not talking about McDonald's here. We're not talking about Subway. I don't think of America when I see Subway, all right? Blimpie, I think of America. You know, there's all these companies that are just so fucking American that leave them be. You know, I was talking to you guys, I think last week, or somebody I spoke to about the movie The Offer, the TV show The Offer, how they made The Godfather. And throughout that movie, there's always resistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always resistance. When I used to go to meetings in Hollywood, there's always resistance. And it's resistance from one person in the room that's negative as fuck, that likes what he likes, and you're not going to change his mind. You have to educate them to change their mind back. What's going on in America today is a lot of people getting jobs they don't have experience in. I'm giving you a job as a taxi dispatcher, but you've never driven a taxi. Are you with me? There's a lot of this shit going around. You see it when you go out to supermarkets or restaurants or, we're not as experienced as we used to fucking be. And part of that is no work experience, no experience in the real world. Like I was telling Mike before we started the podcast today, we were talking about what kids learn in school now, that you have so much influence now. And I was telling Mike that in about 3 years, one of his sons going to come home. Mike's going to say something at the table. And one of those kids are going to go, Daddy, that's wrong to say. And you're going to go, what? I didn't say nothing. Because the teachers and the schools and all that shit are going to woke them up a little bit. Okay? And whatever that means. They're going to woke them up to whatever extreme. My point is that I've been dealing with this. Ben Bell is a great book company. Netflix is great to deal with, all of them. But there's always those two people in the room that aren't buying you. And those people are probably college educated. They went to a great college and they're so stuck on their fucking college diploma. It's so far up their fucking ass that they don't see everything else. They just pride themselves in being smart, which they are for book smart. But then there's a fucking street smart that you get along with it, and together, somewhere along the line, it just clashes, So when I think of what's going on with Anheuser-Busch and all these people, again, everybody makes hate videos. Everybody's got an opinion in today's world. The web is full of fucking Bud Light things. I looked at it from a business standpoint and how they let people down. Who drinks Budweiser, guys? Who drinks Bud Light? Construction workers? I mean, Budweiser to me is fucking as American as can be. My favorite beer, as much of a hillbilly as I am, I like a cold fucking Budweiser. I'm talking put in the freezer for an hour and give me a frosted mug. There's no better beer than Budweiser in my world. But I don't like IPAs. I'm not really a drinker. But when I think about Budweiser, I think about construction guys after work, I think about people from the South, hardworking fucking Americans, just like my wife. They're from Tennessee. They don't know nothing. And when they drink on a budget. And Budweiser's the beer of beers. Yeah, you could go a little cheap and get a little Rolling Rock or one of the other off-brands. I don't even know what beers cost anymore. But Budweiser stood for something in this country. It's not Heineken. It's not Miller. Miller Lite, I fucking hate. Open up a bottle of Miller Lite and smell it. You'll never drink it again. It smells like piss right off the top. That little air up in the top smells like piss. But anyway, this isn't the critique hour.